former Deputy Assistant Secretary of State under the Obama administration. Joel Rubin, thanks so much for being here. I always love having you on the show. You have great perspective. As we take a look, Joel, earlier this week, the ceasefire deal really seemed to be on its last legs. So what made Hamas change their course and agree to release these hostages?
Yeah, Laura, it's great to be with you. And you're right. Look, it really was on its last legs. It's always hard to know what motivates these psychopaths from Hamas, what makes them want to pull back and then go for it on a ceasefire. And I think we do have to look at results. And the results are clear that the ceasefire continues. And so for President Trump and his engagement on it, it's a win. It is definitely a win. The challenge now, though, is will this continue? And for the viewers, what is happening now with the several hostages coming out on a weekly basis in exchange for Palestinian prisoners, this is part of the ceasefire, and there's still several more weeks to go of these types of scenarios. So my hope is that that continues and that the administration engages on what comes after that. We call it the third stage of the ceasefire negotiations to really structurally fix this situation so there's no more return to war and that we get a rebuilt Gaza.
Well, what kind of action would Israel have taken if the hostage release had not gone through? How do you see that?
Yeah, there was a lot of mobilization inside Israel. There was, of course, a lot of anger coming from the government, the leadership, but the military did mobilize and was threatening as well to reinsert itself militarily. The problem with that is, however, from a hostage release perspective, that the best way to get the hostages out, as we've seen over the last year and a half, has been through these deals, these ceasefire deals. There was one in November of 2023. There's one right now. That's when the most have come out. And so if that's the priority, and I believe it is, that means that going in would have been very dangerous to future releases. But clearly the Israeli military was ready to go in if what happened today had not occurred.
And we'll see what these next hours and days hold for us as that deadline is looming large. The former Deputy Assistant Secretary of State under the Obama administration, Joel Rubin, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks.